just keep the auto-generated. Time to hire scouts. It's good with cornerbacks. Let's go to Southeast. Let's just see. Okay, we don't want that guy there. Alright. Let's how do you right, tripping. There we go. To the side depth chart. Oh, oops. We're facing the Bucs, so let's go take a look at their depth chart. Baker, Sean Wright, White, Mike Evans, Godwin, trade target veteran. Now let's look at injuries for both sides. Christian Darrison's a tough one. He'll be back in a couple weeks, though. So our line is beat up right now. Yeah, a kicker out. Alright, let's do this.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the Vikings, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason.
Slow.
The post-Tom Brady era starts now. It's the Bucs and Vikings underway to begin 2023. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
Good drive.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former number 1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And motion left goes a tight end. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Opting to run again here with White. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On second down, they'll run with White. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys. Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the 1st quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
You gotta be kidding me.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You have got to be kidding me.
From the gun, Mayfield. Touchdown! Mike Evans from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And as they take over. The drive starts with a run by White. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
1st down, here's White. He gets away from one. Down to the 42, 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 77 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 19 yards away.
And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
On third down, they run with Madison. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they couldn't get anything there, Charles. Now fourth down from their own 2, and a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your number one thing is protect the punter, because you got to think they may actually come after him trying to get a big play.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again.
They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10.
Keep it tight, defense.
They start the drive with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
96 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Mayfield.
And this one is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
Yeah,
you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Cousins.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football.
2nd down and 4.
As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing is Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Cousins to throw it.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
49 yards.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense heading back out, and with him comes Rachaad White.
He's been good. His guys are winning so far. Working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll take this ahead for about 4.
They give to White on the option.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mayfield on play action.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Kirk Cousins back out there for the next Viking possession. The last time out, he was able to hook up with Justin Jefferson for the touchdown. And now they begin here 1st and 10.
To throw, Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mayfield slow on target to Godwin here.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Mayfield.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off for big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is White. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
3rd and 4.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
White, he'll try the left side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
130 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Brian Asamoah
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
White running to the left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Cousins now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Cousins again.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 26 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer. Now, this has been a one-sided first half to this point, no doubt, but at least signs of life here. They're on the board.
Yeah, and I think if they went to the halftime down big with 0 points on the board, it'd be a struggle to see them come out in the second half and play well. So very important, vital here. And if they make a huge comeback, we'll look back at this moment and point to the start of it.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Returnable here from the 38. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw is Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him 1 more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Patrick Mahomes with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown reception. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are. Way in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. A run to begin the second half with White.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, it's White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
On a handoff, it's White. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 19-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They go play action. Mayfield.
Complete right side to Otten.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Vaughn again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
White.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Going to run with Madison again, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Cousins. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken at the 46. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line.
They'll start here with a handoff to White.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games, positioned himself as the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Dean Lowry in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Mayfield.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, here's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White
taking it in from 7 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Now Cousins.
He gets it to Addison.
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Evans has it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And a fast footwork by White.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Pulled in at the 24.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
They start the drive with White. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
To throw, Mayfield.
A quick throw there is incomplete. A CD there up. Passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a...
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
To throw, Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The offense on third down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Yaya Diaby.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them.
And now the rookie's free. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Another carry now for Madison. Shoves him away. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Here's Cousins.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
Oh, now meanwhile, the pass incomplete, but penalty flags on the field. There might very well have been early contact there.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. On play action, Cousins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So score one for Kevin O'Connell. His decision to throw the challenge flag, a good one. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's free at the 35.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's complete to White. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They run straight ahead here with White.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Here's White.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Cousins.
Oh, he dropped it.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing is Cousins.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, it's Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. To throw is Cousins.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll start the drive with a give to White, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And it's third down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Tampa Bay, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears.
Not a great opener.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, like, what is that? 335 yards. $335 yards. Going summary. Just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. Yeah, let's get that one run support up. Okay, and run stopper after that. Pass protector up to a 75. Can't bind them. Run support. No. No. Let's... Harrison Smith, he'll be back though. He'll be back. Was there any Bucks injuries? No, of course not. And looks like we might be able to upgrade a dev trait. Cowboys assigned Jack Podolensky. Alright. See you next time.